morning, everyone, and happy Thursday, and happy Cinco de Mayo. No, I'm not Mexican, but hey, I can come up, I'll use anything to be able to eat Mexican food as an excuse to eat Mexican food. Not that you need an excuse, but yeah, anyway, it's just the 5th of May. So I am heading to the store today to get some things to make some kind of a Mexican dish tonight. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, if I'm just going to keep it basic and eat tacos. I'd love to be able to eat chimichangas, but I have not tried them yet. So I think before I tackle that, considering it's already 12:30 and I'm just going to the store, I think before I tackle that, I'm going to look at some recipes. But anyway, I stopped at the mailbox on my way out of the complex, and I had ordered a bracelet from Pure Vida Bracelets. They are local artisans in the country of Costa Rica, so every bracelet you buy is supporting the local women in the villages of Costa Rica. And I want to say I paid, like, it was $20 maybe, but then I had an internet coupon for $5 off, and the shipping was not bad. The shipping was like $3, so I was quite impressed. But here's the bracelet. Here. So it's an anchor, it's a cord type bracelet. You just wrap it around and attach it. I love it. It goes perfect with the shirt I'm wearing today. And again, I just stopped at the mailbox and oh, there it was. So I had to put that on right away. But you know what? I have a chain bracelet. What happened to it? Like, I had a bracelet on this wrist this morning that matches this necklace that I'm wearing, and now it just hit me that somewhere I lost my bracelet. Let me look outside here on the ground. No. Well, hopefully I find it laying around the house somewhere, because, yeah, I did have a bracelet on that arm originally, and no, it's not there. Okay. Slowly losing my mind, but that's okay. So I'm off to visit my husband at work since he lives close. Since he works close. Just to visit and say hi, and then I'm going to go run a couple errands. I didn't vlog yesterday because yesterday was blah, 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 boredom, ate leftovers. So, yeah, there was nothing exciting happening in my life. I didn't have anything to tell you. And the previous day's vlog was about how I was going to try to work on getting back on schedule for cleaning and shopping and all that. And I racked my brain all day yesterday, and I still haven't come up with one. So, yeah, I'm still working on that. So, anyway, okay, so the bracelet was on my arm all along, but apparently when I was holding my arm up like this to show you the new bracelet, the old one fell down in the sleeve of my shirt. So, yeah, like, I couldn't even feel it. Really, Michelle? Really? Alright, so for Cinco de Mayo, I have decided I'm going to attempt. Oh my God, Michelle. I'm going to attempt to make chimichangas. So let's hope this turns out okay, because I don't have a recipe and I've never made them before, so we're just going to wing it. But the milk and the beer isn't for chimichangas. Like, I just needed milk, so I stopped at the store. But I did get my husband some Mexican beer for dinner because, again, it's Cinco de Mayo. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge quick because that is not cold yet. So I had to pick up some plum tomatoes, some cilantro, some sour cream. I picked up bananas, but obviously they're not for dinner. We just were out of bananas. And then last week I got a free bagel at my local grocery store. This week's coupon was a free muffin. So that's tomorrow's breakfast, a cinnamon muffin. Burritos to make the chimichangas. Some Spanish rice, yes, you've seen my other videos. I normally make my own rice, but because I am like limited on time and I'm throwing this together at the last minute, I'm cheating. Some Mexicorn for on the rice, and I'll also make some black beans. And then I found these churros. Now I couldn't get authentic Spanish churros at my local grocer, but I saw these and I thought, close enough. At least it says the word churro. So we're going to give those a whirl. And talk about bad for you. I don't even want to look at what's in here. 5 bites. It's not focusing very well. 5 bites is 8 grams of fat. But only 1.5 grams of saturated. And there's only 20 bites in the box. Well, that's not bad. A quarter of the box, 1.5 grams of saturated. I can handle it. Then I got some pepper jack cheese for in the chimichangas and Mexican cheese for on top. And I've already started my chicken on the stove. Just going to cook that and then I'll season it and shred it apart after it's done. So that's where I'm at now in today's Mexican festivities. Hey, I'm back. So, again, just because of it being Cinco de Mayo, which, again, I'm not trying to say that this is like the end-all and be-all of holidays, because it's not. But any excuse I have to cook or entertain with a theme, like, I've always gotten excited about that. So, I have 5 of these and 2 of this size. Somewhere in this mess, I have a salsa CD, and that's what I'm looking for right now. But most of you are probably wondering, why do you have a salsa CD unless you use salsa, which I don't. But to give you a little bit of background on me and some of my family, I've always loved to entertain. When Mike and I first got married, before we had the kids, we would throw these great big Christmas Eve parties every year. And when I say big, I mean it was always in my house, but it was still 40 to 50 people coming and going. And birthday parties for the girls always had some kind of a theme when they were growing up. 2 down, 5 to go. So, again, that was for like special occasions, Christmas, birthdays, things like that. So, oh, this is movies, thinking of reading here. So, we've always my family's always been into that kind of stuff. And of course, my cooking has always been like a huge part of my life, and I actually helped cater my stepsister's first wedding. My mom and I have done a lot of catering when I was still involved in the church that I grew up in, that she still goes to, whenever there was any kind of church function. Now, at that time, the church was only about 200 people. So again, it's not like we were cooking for a 1,000-person mega church. But still, cooking for that many people is something, again, my family's always been into. But I've always, like, even when, not always, but like if I have friends over, like just for a small get-together, another couple or 2 more couples, I've also done a lot of themed dinners over the years. And, like if and not all the time, oh, I found it, here it is. Salsa! So, like if I'm planning a certain menu, and these are probably hard to find now, but I used to get them at like mostly Target. Target seemed to have had the best selection, where you could find music to go along with, you know, your event. And sometimes I would just go and look at the CD selection and plan my menu around that. So I have like Tuscan Italy music for an Italian themed dinner. I have the salsa for a Mexican themed dinner. I have Hawaiian music for Hawaiian dinner. And I even bought a Hawaii DVD to play as well, which is just all Hawaiian scenery and Hawaiian music. And that's just a couple I can think of. Oh, I have an Irish one, and I actually bought that CD when I went to Ireland. So it's just something that it's part of my past. It's nothing I really do anymore. I don't entertain. Obviously, I don't throw the huge parties anymore. When we decided to live a more simple life, and I had to do some serious downsizing back in 2011 when we sold our home, you would not believe the amount of entertaining stuff that I had to get rid of. I had cabinets full of like serving trays and party supplies, and I either donated it, I don't think I really sold anything. I think I donated most of it, whether it was to friends or family or friends of friends, and what nobody really wanted I gave to Goodwill and the Salvation Army, just so someone else can get some good use out of it. I probably could have made a little bit of money selling it at a yard sale, but they're a lot of work. And at the time, it was enough chaos in my life trying to decide what to let go of that I just didn't have it in me to do the yard sale thing. So anyway, entertaining has always been a part of my past, so that's why I have dug out my salsa CD because even though it's just Mike and I think it's cool to listen to some salsa music while we're eating our Mexican food, and it just, I don't know, it changes it up a little bit. It keeps you from getting in that rut that we can sometimes get in, because I know I get in a rut with my cooking with, oh, we eat the same stuff all the time, but yet I like to experiment, but it still comes down to the same food, the same type of food. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of getting older, mature, not old, mature. So, yeah, that's it for now. So I got myself a CD. My chicken's still cooking, so I'm going to go back out here to the kitchen and still fiddle with dinner. So. Okay, so I cooked 5 boneless skinless chicken breasts in water, basically for, I don't know, close to an hour. There's, like, they were covered in water in this pan. Now all that's left is just a little bit of juice here. So I chopped them all up, but I didn't make them too fine because I'd like to have some, decent sized hunks inside my chimichanga. So I think what I'm going to do, again, y'all are like braving this with me because I've never made these before. I'm going to throw my chicken back in this pan, and I think I'm going to add, do I want to add, I was going to add Rotel, but I think I'm just going to season it. So let me think about this a second. Okay, so I decided not to use anything else in the chicken besides some seasoning, just because I don't want my tortillas to get soggy. So all I did was put it back in the juice, added some cumin, and some onion salt. And I think I'm going to let it go at that, because it has a really good flavor, and it's moist from just that little bit of juice. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so I'm going to cut up everything else now. Okay, so I think I'm going to start assembling these a while. So I've got in a baking pan and I've sprayed it with some nonstick spray. I'm going to take a burrito shell, put my chicken in the middle. I want these fairly full. I want a nice fat chimichanga. And then on that, I'm going to add some pepper jack cheese. And seal it up, both ends, and roll it up, and put it face down, seam side down in the pan. Maybe, if I can get it. Okay. So I think I'm going to make 4 of those. That should be enough for Mike and I would think. I would hope so, because it's going to be a lot of chicken for 2 apiece. He might have some for his lunch. Alright, so I'm going to make the other 2. I'm not going to bore you with watching the whole thing. I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, 4 chimichangas. I'm going to spray these with some cooking spray. Hopefully that will help them to crisp up in the oven. And I guess I'm just going to put them in at about, I don't know, 425. And see if I can get those little puppies to crisp up a little bit. I need a margarita, and I'm out of tequila. What do I do? I guess I'm drinking iced tea. Well, it's not a margarita, but it's Caribbean rum, tequila, and coconut liqueur with some frozen limeade. That'll do. Okay, I think they turned out all right. They got kind of crispy, which is what I was looking for. So, happy Cinco de Mayo, dinner time. Dinner was scrumptious. Those chimichangas turned out great, except I'd like to figure out what kind of sauce the Mexican restaurants put on the top. It's like really light, but I'm not sure what's in it. So, yeah, I got to figure that out. Maybe I should actually look at a recipe for the first time. So, my churros are in the oven, so we're going to have dessert here shortly. Mike's taking a shower, and someone is being a spoiled puppy. Are you spoiled? Are you spoiled, fat dog? You're my Yo Quiero Taco Bell dog. Yes, you are. Yes. You're just so precious. Yes, you are. Well, I'm ending the night with the churros and a glass of milk. The churros, I wouldn't buy them again. They don't have a good Oreo flavor. They're kind of bland. And the texture, if you don't eat them super hot right out of the oven, they get kind of tough. So I don't know that I'm even going to eat those. But I'm definitely going to drink my milk and finish my vitamins. And just watching, well, it's not on right now. But I'm watching a little investigation discovery to go to bed. Always got to love a good murder mystery. So say goodnight. Say goodnight. Say night-night.